Take the number 25 and break it up into as many pieces as you want. What is the biggest product you can make if you multiply those pieces together? Will your strategy work for any number? I first started this problem by just trying some random examples. I quickly realized that using the number 1 is useless because multiplying by 1 does not increase the product. So from now on, I did not use the number 1. I also realized that the greater the number of pieces that 25 is split into, the larger the product. Here's my work of showing that the greater number of pieces that 25 is split into results in a larger product. From my work, you can see that each number of pieces that 25 split into results in a larger product. You can also see from my work that when 25 is split into 9 pieces, it results in the largest product. I found that 2s and 3s seem to be the most useful numbers when trying to split a number into pieces that will result in the largest product. This led me to realize that you are better to split 25 into smaller numbers, such as 2s and 3s, so that there's more pieces to multiply together, rather than splitting 25 into bigger numbers that will result in less pieces. I also realized that 4 is the same as 2 times 2, which also equals 2 plus 2. Therefore, 4 has the same result as splitting it up into 2 2s. From my work, you can see that when breaking 25 into pieces of 4s, it results in the same product as splitting 25 up into 2s. I then tried a variety of combinations of 2s and 3s since they are the most useful numbers. From my work, you can see that when I used 7 3s and 2 2s, it resulted in the largest product. I finally came to the conclusion that splitting a number into as many 3s as possible, and then using 2s, or 4s since they are equivalent, to reach the target amount will result in the largest product. I tested this theory on other numbers, such as 16, 20, and 30, and it worked. This rule goes for any number. You should split the number into a combination of 3s until the remainder is either 2 or 4. This solution is the best way of splitting a number when using only whole numbers to reach the largest product. After finishing this solution, I then wondered if I would be able to achieve a larger product by splitting 25 into rational numbers. I started playing around with rational numbers to see if it resulted in a bigger product. Using this method, the biggest product was 9,846.4. I then wondered, what if I split 25 into either further decimals between 9.2 and 10, because that is where the graph was approaching the max. I then found out that 25 divided by 9.2 to the power of 9.2 resulted in the largest product yet. To my surprise, 25 divided by 9.2 equals 2.71739, which is very close to the irrational number e, which equals 2.71828. I then experimented and replaced 25 divided by 9.2 with e and 9.2 with 25 divided by e. E to the power of 25 divided by e resulted in a product that was 0.005 greater than 25 divided by 9.2 to the power of 9.2. This then led to my formula of e to the power of x divided by e, where x is greater than 0, which works for splitting any number x into pieces that result in the largest product. Once again, after finishing this solution, I wondered what the largest product would be if you split 25 using integers. This solution was very easy for me to come up with because the largest product was clearly infinite. The product is infinite because you can add an infinite amount of integers together and still end up at 25. For example, I could add a million, subtract a million, add a million, and subtract a million an infinite number of times and still end up with the same sum. But it will result in a much larger product as long as there is an even number of negative integer pieces. In conclusion, the solution to this problem depends on what numbers you are going to use, such as whole numbers, integers, rational or irrational numbers. One question I have after solving this task is, would using a mix of whole numbers, integers, rational and irrational numbers to split 25 result in an even larger product?